My name is Utrom. I am the real Utrom. All other Utroms are but mere facsimiles. Although we are Legion, this did not go well. Music parody over.
Sorry, Mr. Utrom. The rap game, it's not for everybody, okay? You're unfortunately not going to Hollywood, dog. Anyway, welcome to another Mad Hatter review. Very excited today because we are taking a look at this Mirage Utrom. So, going down the road on the Mirage train, this is a clear indication NECA is serious about Mirage, which I love because Mirage is, I feel, very underrated as a line and has not really been given a lot of love recently. It's always been about the cartoon, the movie Turtles, all of that stuff, but they're rolling out this Mirage stuff. They had Casey Jones. Take a look at my review if you haven't seen it. Obviously the Utrom, Renette. They got the AutoZone shit show, black and white ones, and more to come. Those Ninja Turtles, those new Mirage Ninja Turtles look fucking amazing. I can't wait to have those in hand. I'm definitely going to double up on those. But today we're talking about the Utrom right here. Take a look at his box, and I don't think... Was there? Why do I think there was a signature edition of it? No, there was not. I all of a sudden I had like a brain. I'm telling you, I got that auto T shit on my brain right now. But I feel like whenever there's a signature edition, this black font goes to like silver. Okay, I think that's how that works. But anyway, Utrom box. Okay, the Mirage single box, which I like. You get the side art right here. He's all fucked up with the little right in the middle, and then. There you go, okay? Contrary to popular belief, not multiple Krangs, okay? This is his people, his peeps, his kin, if you will. And then you turn it to the back, you get all the shots right here, and then you get the cross-sell right here, and all of that goodness. So without further ado, let's go ahead and give this guy a review-ski, and I'll see you there.
All right, welcome back, Mr. Utrom in the diorama. And I'm very excited, okay? I'm very excited when I can put a Mirage figure up, and this guy, he's no different. There's just something I love about this line. Maybe it's because like that was kind of like the resurgence of collecting introduced the Mirage Turtles, and now I'm, that's I have Mirage embedded in my brain, so it's just kind of like dopamine every time I get one of these. Although it's like dopamine every time I get a fucking action figure. So what the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, so technically, this guy is an army builder figure. So you want multiples, you can do the whole thing. I pre-ordered all of mine from, no surprise here, Toy Stalker. Use code HouseHatter, 10% off. And I can't wait till they all come in. I have like a little army. I think I got like either 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, this guy does not disappoint. Sculpt-wise, this is just on point. He's got that 80s Mirage-esque robot look to him with just all the pieces and the parts and the wiring and just the paint and all that. The intimidating, I don't know what you call that type of mouth, but that sort of Darth Vader looking mouth. I love the glow of the eyes. We'll get into paint in a second here. But yeah, just and look at all this. Look at all of that stuff going on here. There's just a lot of stuff to this guy, which I love. And then you have, the Utrom himself, the little alien in there, and he pops out really well. I'll show you guys in a bit. But you have him, and his textures are all nice. And I'll do a comparison with Krang just to see what he looks like. It's 2 different lines, cartoon versus Mirage. But why not? I have to talk about paint. The paint is what makes this guy pop. The paint is a really nice, it's like this grayish blue, but then it has like a wash of like almost kind of like dirty, I don't know what you would call that, but like kind of like darker gray touches in there. So just to kind of like make the metal pop. And you can see, like, right here, the blue, it's actually most prominent on the arm. Like, the bluish gray on the arm, if you go up, it has this little, like, darker gray tint. So it's not just like, it's not just like one wash on this whole thing. And then not to mention the actual gray stuff that's just kind of like embedded within them. It's most prominent like on the legs. You got like the gray paint right there. And yeah, it's just really, really nice. Check this out right here. I mean, this is not that simple to do. So legs is like a perfect example. You have the gray in these crevices right here. You have gray in his asshole. That's kind of cool too. And then the back of the knees has that kind of like sort of like darker complexion. And then on top of all of that, you got the white and black shine lines, for lack of a better term. So like right here, like on his thighs, you got the white, and then kind of like on the chest, on the under boob right there, you got the black, and you got a bunch of it in the face. By the way, just as an aside, or not an aside, on that subject, not to compare one company to another, I'm not going to say the company's name, but if you're making action figures that are, metallic or are supposed to have in canon like a metal sheen, maybe they're partly metal, partly real. I don't want to give anything away. Maybe put in some of this like white and black stuff. If you don't want to make it chrome, which I don't disagree with. I don't think the answer is always just make it chrome. Sometimes chrome is overkill. But if you want to give it like a cartoon-esque sheen, why not put these on there? Why not put some of this, just those shine lines? I mean, they make everything pop so nicely. At least NECA does. So I'm just saying that might have been a nice touch to do that for some action figures in the future. But anyway, they did a great job on the paint. Also, just like the wiring. Just take a look at just the wiring on the forearms. There's a lot involved with this dude. So I really, really dig it. It's a great Utrom. Let me just pull out the alien right here. See, he just pops out. Oops, right there. And then you can take a look at the belly. It's just got like the little housing unit, the little apartment right there. And let's just take a look at him. Got his alien face right there. I like that the eyes are recede into the back of the head, so it's not just something that's painted on. I like that in the Casey Jones as well. It's not like you just painted on an eyeball. It's actually part of the sculpt, which is really nice. And then you get the mouth with all the teeth, and the texture is really cool on him. He's just like, it's not like super pink, which I like. It's just this kind of like washed out pink with this like dirtiness on it to give it that alien look. And then you get the tentacles. No movement on this guy, no articulation, but he works. I like him. I dig him. Very, very cool looking Utrom. And then let me just give you guys a close-up just of the face right here. Really, really nice work. It reminds me of like old school, like George Lucas Star Wars shit. I mean, that was kind of like the era, but very, very neat. And what I love is the paint in the eyes. They did is they painted the eyes yellow, and then the surrounding black has kind of like a faded yellow. So it's kind of like a glow. It makes it look like the eyes glow. Very, very clever stuff. That's why NECA's some of the best in the game when it comes to painting. So really, really cool. Let's go into accessories here. The first thing is this really cool looking gun. Okay, it's got that some comic book lines on there, and you can see right here it's got that yellow piece right at the end. And it's weird. It's got the handle, and it's got like this, like, at least mine does. It's got like this like I don't know, like over piece that maybe you can take this out. I don't know what that is, but it can kind of like move up or move down, I guess. I don't know. That's a little odd, but yeah, very, very cool looking Mirage looking gun. Then you get these two tool pieces that he can hold, I guess. This like ratchet looking piece, and then I don't know. This is more like I don't know what this is. It looks like an R2-D2 tool, like those, like when R2-D2 had to like unlock shit, but he can hold that with one of his hands. Then you get this. I don't know what the hell this is, okay? It looks like a fucking sippy cup with a straw. Maybe it is, and with some black coffee in there. I have no clue. Maybe somebody could chime in, somebody who is more well-versed in the comic than I am, but yeah, sure, you get that. Then you get the hands. You get two grabby hands right there. They can grab those red tools. And then you get two gun hands right there. And then finally, one of my favorite accessories right here is this fucked up head. Look at that. You get the wiring coming out of the one of the eyes right there. You get his head busted open. And yeah, really, really nice. Always appreciate a messed up head because that's what makes the army building a lot more fun. You can kind of like make some variations. I can have like 2 of them that are still functioning, and this guy's like on the floor with his head all fucked up, Terminator style. So yeah, if you're gonna army build robots, companies, give us fucked up heads or fucked up limbs too, so we can kind of differentiate a little bit. Now let's just move into the articulation right here. Looks up about. It doesn't look up that much, about that much. Looks down a lot better, which is good because he's tall. And then you can kind of, you get the little swivel side to side right there. Then his shoulders go up about that much, which is more than I thought it would because his shoulders are not rounded. It's like a square at the top. So there is going to be a limit. What I do like though is they gave him a bicep swivel, which is always appreciated. And then you have the single joint elbows right there. They go out about that much. You get the hinge on the wrist, although mine is stuck right here, but it is there, and he can rotate the wrist. He does have a little bit of a chest rock, so you can see right there. Obviously, he can't ab crunch because he's got somebody in his abs, but you can take a look. You can move him up that much, and you can, he rotates back, or he arches back in a nice way too. So yeah, you get the little chest piece right there. Is there a waist swivel? I think, let me take this guy out. This dude's making me fucking nervous. Yeah, there is a waist swivel. You can turn the waist. I recommend taking out the little Utrom before you do that, but there is something there. And then the thighs go out about that much. Love that. You get the ball joint on the thigh. You get the knees that can bend about that much. And then you have a ballerina right there. Doesn't hinge up very much. It goes up about that much, but it goes the other way that much right there. And then you do get a slight rock on the ankle. Very, very slight. And here's a little bit of a sense of scale. Some other Mirage figures. You get Mirage Casey Jones, the Mirage Donatello right there, and Mirage Renette. And yeah, I think the scale looks appropriate. I think he might be the tallest of the Mirage figures. I'm trying to think. Casey Jones is pretty tall for Mirage figure. He's definitely taller than April, and you know, they don't have, I gotta test out Shredder, although I put my Shredder away, but I think he is the tallest of the Mirage guys. And here, of course, comparison to the big guy, Mr. Krang, Cartoon Krang. And this, what's funny is these can go in the same line. I mean, I can believe that this Krang has these guys as his soldiers. I mean, yeah, the alien Utrom is much smaller. It's a different coloring than Krang, but because of the line work and the black line work and all that, the cartoon line melds pretty well with the Mirage line. And in fact, I had a bunch of people saying that they might just make the Casey Jones, the Mirage Casey Jones, their cartoon Casey, because they missed out on the cartoon Casey. Although I feel like they will for sure bring him back out again, but. I do like that there's uniformity, so you don't have to necessarily separate your display, unlike the movie Turtles. Movie Turtles don't really go with these as well. But yeah, Mirage and cartoons, I mean, they kick ass together. So that's it. That is my quick and dirty review of the Mirage Utrom. And I think my first Mirage Army Builder, I want to say. I guess there was the Mousers, but I didn't Army build back then because I was so bloody poor. So, I don't know. Hopefully they come out with those Mousers again. I remember seeing they had a Mouser on display at Comic-Con, although I don't know if he just comes with something or if they're doing a new Mousers pack, but yeah, I'm very, very excited to get a few more of these guys. I don't know. I'll probably stop at like three or four, 3, 4, 6, 10. Who's counting? Very, very excited to review this guy, have him in my collection, and I'll take some pictures, of course. And that is all. Let me know what you guys think about the Mirage, TMNT, NECA, Utrom. Comment, subscribe, drop me a like, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.